So my name is Jay Hoffman. I teach technology education here at the middle school. For the last 7 years, we've been involved in an overhaul, if you will, of the lab, moving from what was an industrial-based curriculum to pure digital. The shift was done because I felt that's where we needed to position ourselves for the 21st century, for the skills and all of the things our students would need to be successful. As I reflect back, I think it was one of the best things we've ever done is to make that shift. We work a lot with video, so kids learn citizenship and civic responsibility as they engage in producing video that's community-based. They go out into the community, produce video in the community, and learn about community, grow roots, if you will. Other students work in digital photography realms, and they learn how to combine different media forms to articulate a message to their viewers. So when they're learning, in the context of learning, how do they communicate with their audience? And we're all about teaching them to orchestrate these medias to communicate a clear message that they've developed. This year I actually teach a 6th grade class, and in the 6th grade class, students learn, I make sure their organization skills and managing their content online is in good form. So we really try to give them basic building blocks in being organized. And then we teach them to produce slideshows. They've all produced slideshows already, don't let me kid you. By 6th grade, they've already had their hands going in slideshow production. But we kick it up a notch, and we teach them how to use the special bells and whistles in these programs that bring that professional edge to their presentations.
So digital media.
Digital media. And then in the 8th grade level, we're actually piloting a brand new course this year. We've called it Media in Action. And really it speaks to the question, can we use social network sites for learning? And that's what we're going to be talking to this whole year in terms of students being involved in social network pages just to learn. Leadership to me, in this realm that we live, is the ability of a person to rally the troops, if you will, to inspire colleagues, inspire students, inspire administration, and inspire community toward cutting-edge technologies. In other words, integrating the latest tools for our kids for the purpose of learning and living. And a leader today has got to be able to see forward. They've got to be visionary, and failure is not an option. So a leader's world is just possibilities, and of course there are stones in the road and hurdles to be cleared, but you know that you'll clear them, and that's the attitude you maintain. I will clear that hurdle, and your focus is sharp. It's for students. It's for the purpose of positioning students globally to be successful. And that leader must be a politician. That leader must be willing to connect with community members and administrative people and colleagues. Because if you're just by yourself, if you're an anomaly, it's too bad. That's a shame. That's just one little bright spot for X amount of students. And while that's a good thing, it's a shame in a way. Globally, it's a shame. And so a leader has to look at, how can this be good for all kids? We constantly engage with community. A really brilliant example would be our relationship with Comcast Cable and the cable industry, and how we made connections. We were down in Washington, D.C., and just through meeting people, made connections and engaged Comcast in our educational program. And again, it's about inspiring others and convincing others, and actually going forward and asking Comcast to sponsor a community relationship, a collaboration, if you will, between our school kids and a community organization for the betterment of the community. Comcast worked with us, and in the end, we were awarded a handsome grant to further our work. That helped us to build our studio, and it helped us to collaborate and further a really worthy cause in the community. Here's another quick example. Just recently, this week, we had a social networking night at the high school. It was an open community night, and we set up a panel of speakers. And we made ourselves available to engage the community in conversation around social networking. Now, that's a really hot topic, and it takes courageous people to sit down in front of a group of unknowns and have a conversation that you hope will be positive. Well, that's exactly what happened. And when you can bring close to 100 people together and have this just incredible high-level conversation on all of the aspects of this social media, what a great time. That's part of engaging with your community.